Supporting English language learners in math class, a multimedia professional learning resource. The components in this resource include a DVD with real-life footage of classroom instruction, a 2-book series for grades K through 2nd and 3rd through 5th, and a facilitator's guide with materials to support professional learning experiences. More than 10% of the students in our nation's public schools are English language learners, and this number grows each year. The challenge of teaching math to English language learners lies not only in making math lessons comprehensible to students, but also in ensuring that students have the language needed to understand instruction and express their grasp of math concepts, both orally and with written language. The components in supporting English language learners in math class, a multimedia professional learning resource, will help educators implement effective instructional practices for English language learners at the classroom, school, and district level. Use of the strategies and lessons presented in this resource will simultaneously improve students' mastery of mathematics and advance their academic language development. The DVD includes 70 minutes of real-life classroom instruction that can be viewed by complete lessons or in excerpts organized by strategy. The menus make it easy to search the DVD, providing teachers with the just-in-time support they need. Watching master teachers giving lessons in real-life classrooms makes the information in the included 2-book series come alive.
It's one thing to read about a lesson and try to visualize it in your head. It's another thing to actually see it in action.
4 plus 4 is 8, or in English, 8.
The 2 lessons on the DVD, they're complete lessons for teachers to see, the introduction, the exploration of mathematical ideas, watching the kids work independently and the teacher interacting and asking questions, and then a summarizing part of the lesson.
The lessons show different ways that teachers can explicitly structure experiences so that all students, especially English language learners, can accomplish 2 goals: develop their proficiency in English and develop their mathematical understanding.
We noticed that when using strategies like sentence frames, for example, or vocabulary charts, or doing choral response, that English language learners start to use more grammatically correct language, and they start using more academic language in general.
I have 14, you have 10. 14 is greater than 10. Are you ready? Your turn.
I have 14, you have 10. 14 is greater than 10. I think what distinguishes supporting English language learners in math class is the idea of support for producing language in English around mathematics.
And what's the sum of 10 and 9?
19.
How do you know that?
I know that I'm 10 plus 5 is 15, and I added 4 more, and it equals 19.
So who has the greater sum? Okay, so tell us what you're going to say.
I have 19. You have 9. 19 is greater than 9.
Another strategy that teachers might view in a clip would be seeing the classroom teacher asking questions of English language learners at different levels of language proficiency.
This is a polygon because it has 4 straight lines and 4 vertices.
Can you tell me, is it a closed shape or an open shape?
It's a closed shape.
That makes it a polygon.
When needed, Christine modifies her questions for students in the early stages of learning English. Asking for one-word responses is a strategy that helps English language learners communicate what they understand.
What do you see on your next one?
This is not a polygon.
Why do you think it's not? Is it closed?
Yeah.
It is closed. Does it have straight lines?
Yeah.
So is it a polygon?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to try and say that?
It's a polygon because it has a straight line and it is closed.
Okay.
In addition to the DVD, this resource includes a 2-book series, Supporting English Language Learners in Math Class, grades K through 2nd and 3rd through 5th.
The real goal of the books is twofold. One, to use English to develop students' mathematical understanding, and then using math as a context for developing English language skills.
So raise your hand if you'd like to come up and use your language to explain your strategy for how you solve 6.5.
Another important piece of the books is the introduction that gives teachers background information on who are English language learners, how many are there in the United States, what the challenges are that English learners face when learning mathematics.
Can you ask her in Spanish to add those numbers together?
Júntalos todos, a ver cuántos son.
It also gives teachers information about how to determine the linguistic demands of a math lesson.
Complete lesson plans for arithmetic, geometry, number sense and money, data analysis, algebra, measurement, word problems.
So we've identified 25 specific strategies that teachers can use that help English language learners develop students' mathematical understanding, and then using math as a context for developing English language skills. A strategy that's really key in supporting English language learners in math class is using sentence frames to help English language learners produce language. In the back of the book there's a chart, we call it a language functions chart, which identifies different goals, different functions in language that students use in math class.
The Facilitator's Guide is a key component of Supporting English Language Learners in Math Class, a multimedia professional learning resource. It is designed to maximize the learning presented in the accompanying books and DVD, and to support classroom implementation. The Facilitator's Guide includes sections on research and best practices, questions to guide viewing, readings and reflections, follow-up activities, and reproducibles for professional learning experiences.
It really gives a structure for a learning community to think further and more deeply about supporting English language learners. It provides them guiding questions to be able to make sense of and reflect on what they're seeing in the DVD. And it gives them a way to use what they're seeing in the DVD or what they're reading about in the lessons to take from that and go and try out lessons on their own, and then come back and think about and talk about how the lessons went.
The approaches used in these lessons help students deepen their mathematical understanding and at the same time develop their English language skills. By amplifying rather than simplifying the role of language in math class, teachers can enhance the learning experience for all students, but especially for English language learners. Watch, read, discuss, transform instruction. Order your complete resource today. Visit mathsolutions.com/ELL